Cleveland's only all-weather show. In-depth, live, and focused on you. This is the 19 First Alert Focus.
I'm meteorologist Andy Chillian, and I want to talk to you about some interesting statistics right now when we're talking about our latest first freeze of the season. So after, of course, the warm months, after summer, we get into the winter period and we see our first freeze. But Cleveland, as of now, has not yet seen its first freeze of the season. I know last week we were talking about that potential. The temperatures just didn't get quite cold enough at Hopkins Airport. That's where these official measurements or readings are taken, and we only fell to 34 degrees. So we are still waiting for our first freeze of the season. We are now running about 3 weeks behind schedule, and we're almost in this record territory because these are our latest first freezes ever that we've seen in Cleveland. You can see just a couple years ago we had to wait to November 17th. Well, now we're going to be getting up to the range where we could be waiting to at least November 20th or later. Yes, temperatures will get a little bit colder later in the week. They're going to flirt with freezing. Can we get there? Let's see. But the latest first freeze on record of the season for Cleveland was November 27th. That was back in 1902. So let's see where we can end up on this list. But right now, we're already in this list of the latest first freezes for Cleveland. Now, how about Akron and Canton? We did finally see our first freeze last week, last Tuesday, really late in the evening towards midnight. So that was November 12th. We saw that temperature fall below freezing at the Akron-Canton Airport, but that was still tied for the third latest first freeze on record. If we had made it a few more days, we would have gotten to that 2022 record. The latest time we've seen the temperature drop at or below freezing in Akron-Canton was November 15th back in 2022. We couldn't quite get there, but either way, it was late for this area as well. So, like I said, we'll see what later this week brings in Cleveland. Can we get that temperature to fall at or below freezing at Hopkins Airport? If we can, the streak is over. If not, we may be waiting until early December before we see that official first freeze.